Yeah, so a lot of the holsters that we're talking about, you can wear them in a concealed manner. Kind of depends on what clothing you're wearing over top and stuff like that. But generally
Yeah.
speaking, they're not necessarily concealable. Um, I think having something that's inside the waistband is also a viable choice.
Oh
Generally,
yeah, like
though,
a
those
conceal.
tend to be they're not made with the same material. They're either usually like the fabric, like nylon stuff, that you can kind of
Yeah.
slip into like your pants, basically, or they are a
Yeah.
trigger guard with a attachment that goes on your belt. Vanguard,
I
I
mean, I've got
think, has
a
done those, but those are very gun specific. You can't just throw
yeah,
anything on there, and
yeah, my
because
because
most of the time it'll work for a Glock, but it's not going to work for a lot of other stuff.
yeah, because I've got it in the band holster because I'm the CCW carrier,
Mm-hmm.
and that holster is specific to the Smith and Wesson. I cannot put any other gun inside it, and also attachments. A lot of the
Yeah.
well, the fabric holsters give you a little more room. You can pretty much, oh, I have a Smith and Wesson, I have a Glock, I have a revolver. You can put them interchangeably. You might have to change the Velcro around, but
Yeah.
some of the hard shell holsters, if you put a flashlight on it, you can't holster that gun.
Yeah.
So you have to be kind of, again, be careful what you're doing, or just be kind of again, right gear for the right job.
Yeah,
And a lot of the
absolutely right gear for the
nylons will
right
let
job.
you. Sorry.
Yeah,
A lot of the
yeah, you're right.
nylons will
Yeah,
let you cut it down to fit larger guns.
yeah,
Obviously, you don't want to cut it too much because then it'll just split it open and
yeah.
you've kind of defeated
Oh,
the purpose.
I dropped my Glock 17. The only other gun I picked up was a Desert Eagle. Not even doing that's the benefit of having a adjustable nylon holsters. They're common.
Hmm.
Some of the better brands, like I'm trying to think of some of the good. There's some good nylon holster brands, but they're adaptable.
Yeah.
To say,
I mean, I got
okay, I'm
mine
gonna,
off of like Amazon.
yeah, yeah. You can put, if you want to put a weapon light on it, if you want to put a laser, then you don't have to buy another holster. That's one thing I don't like about my hard shell holster is
Yeah.
that I cannot run a weapon light with it.
Yeah,
Same.
and I will say if you're gonna be like it, I own more than one pistol, so to juggle between what I want to run as far as like end of the world stuff, well, that's just gonna fall down to personal preference. And
Oh yeah.
if you're a Glock guy or if you're a 1911 guy, and that's just the pistol that you opt to run with, well, we also have to think of longevity of the weapon as well. If you have a weapon and it goes down because of A, B, C, or D, well, do you have other parts for it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so so parts kit for guns like that. And I'll say this is where the Sig, in my opinion, P320 comes into play with
Okay.
being able to interchange barrels, slides, and the fire control group. The whole thing. That the only part of the gun that's actually serialized is that trigger group, trigger housing, or whatever. I
Okay.
don't know the technical name for it. So you can drop that trigger kit into a different frame and put entirely different things on it if I'm not mistaken.
Oh
So
wow.
that's a decent. It's I mean, I'm not saying Sig above anything else, but if you are going to be running, let's say that P30 that you have,
Yeah.
their overseer, then like other parts, of course, gun cleaning kits are a given.
Yeah.
But other parts for that stuff, because if you just have that one holster for that one particular gun, well, that gun goes down, you find a Glock, and
It ain't gonna
you
fit.
know you can't do anything but hold it where you can,
Yeah.
in the bag, inside the waistband, this, that, or the
Mm.
third. And
Yeah.
while we were talking about the CCW stuff like that, um, wear clothes. I would suggest wearing clothes for carrying a gun. If you're
Yeah.
if you're gonna make the conscious decision to carry that gun, uh, you have to wear clothes that are optimal for that firearm, for that setting.
Yep.
make it concealed, this, that, or the third, and that
Hoodies
full
and
circle
jackets.
goes into it goes into the whole gray man theory as well. Is I see people open carrying all the time. I'm in an open carry state,
Yeah.
but not as frequently as people who I know that concealed carry.
Yeah.
And that's a great option for.
Right now, I pretty much have to open carry, but like I wear at work because I'm in a little bit of a shady area, and I just kind of want to have that, hey, you know, don't fuck with me
Yeah.
vibe.
Same with the I know Anthony also open carry as well, or World will open carry.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But like,
I mean,
if
I
I'm
recommend
going into like a store or something, I'd prefer to be able to conceal.
Yeah, I mean, because
I don't want to
even
spook
when it goes
people.
along with that gray man stuff, is you don't want to give someone an advantage, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
the
Or
whole
just scare
a
them
large portion of it,
when you
like
don't
yeah, well
need
even
to.
that could be a deterrence, like a uniformed officer,
Mm-hmm.
a policeman. A deterrent, number one, not just being the badge and the vehicle, the whole like okay, I'm a cop sort of vibe is the visual deterrent of actually having a deadly force weapon.
Yeah.
People recognize that immediately. Now, if you're going along with the gray man stuff, well, an advantage to
Like,
having your firearm concealed, of course, legally, abide by your state and local laws, people. The advantage of having it concealed is, well, people don't know what to expect. People look at you, they'll gauge you, but if they see that there's a firearm there, it could be a deterrent, or it could be something that in a grid down scenario, first kind of wave of people going into the stores. If you're one of those people that have to go into the store to get A, B, C, or D, if you're open carrying a gun, you could potentially be a target at that point and not a deterrent.
yeah.
Um,
Like
Yeah,
the
it's
way I
kinda-
use it
you have
at
to kinda
work,
gauge.
the way I use it at work is very much a deterrent thing. Because
yeah.
I'm always in my work area, so I know my environment, I know the people around me know that I'm carrying, and all the coworkers and stuff like that, the neighbors. So people just are generally aware. We have cops that patrol the area, they've seen it. They don't mind. Security guy comes, he doesn't care. Like for where I am in my environment, it's better for me to have it as a deterrent. But whenever I leave to go somewhere, I'll currently I kind of have to put it away because I don't have the CCW yet. But like I would normally conceal if I'm gonna like go to say the post office or whatever. If they, I mean, I might take it off when I go to the post office just because I don't want to risk anything there. But if I'm going to the
Yeah,
gas
right.
station or whatever, I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna do conceal instead.